Before we begin, my dear friends, the Ramayana, I'd like to salute my Gurujis in India, Swami Tejomayananda Ji, Advainanda Ji, Sharadananda Ji, Sri Prakash Gossai Ji, and all the rest of the ones who have led the way for me. This, my dear brothers and sisters, if you haven't figured it out already, is a conversation between Mother Sita and Hanumanji. Let me catch you up on the scenario that has just taken place. This is Lanka Kand. What is this Kanda of the Ramayana? Everyone? Lanka Kand. How many Khans are there in the Ramayana? Can you tell me? Who said 8? I gave you the answer. That shows how much you're paying attention. 7, right? What is the first Kanda? First. Balakand. Very good, Ishana. Second Kand of Ramayana. Anyone? Ayodhya Kand. Say it.
Ayodhya Kand.
Third, Aranya Kand. Fourth, anyone? Kishkinda Kand. Come on, everyone say it loud. Come on.
Kishkinda Kand.
Right. Fifth, Sundara Kand. Sixth, Lanka Kand. And seventh, Uttarakand. Okay, those of you who don't know, tomorrow I'm going to ask you, what are the 7 Kandas? Okay? So first we have what? Balakand. What Sri Ram went through as a child. Second we have what? Ayodhya Kand. What happened in Ayodhya. Third we have Aranya Kand. What happened in the forest after Sri Ram's exile. Fourth we have Kishkinda Kand. What happened in that area of Kishkinda. Then we have number 5, Sundar Kand, which talks about the glories of Hanumanji. 6 is what? Lanka Kand. What happened in Lanka. Then we have 7. What is it? Uttarakand. What happened back in Ayodhya in the north. So my dear brothers and sisters, you see very clearly Tulsidas's. Who's Tulsidas, by the way? The author of Ramayana, isn't that true? We see very clearly the systematic way that Tulsidas has presented his scripture, isn't that right? In this Kanda, my dear friends, we see a conversation between Mother Sita and Hanumanji. Hanumanji has said to Mother Sita in this verse, Sabha vidhi kusala ko salah bisa, matu samar jityo dasa sisa. Oh mother, I have very good news for you. Let's pause right there. How many of you like to hear good news? Raise your hand. How many of you who are mothers and fathers like to hear when your son or daughter has given you good news? Okay, raise your hand. All of you should raise your hand. You know, it's a lie if you say no. Because even though someone is praising your child, and you say, no, not like that, man. You try to be humble. But what will go on in the back of your mind? Keep going, man, keep. All of us want to hear the praises of who? Those who are near and dear to us. But you know who is a true mother? Let me fill you in. A true mother isn't someone who likes to hear the praises of his own child. A true mother or a true father, when I say mother, I mean father too, or anyone who cares for a child. Because you know nowadays you don't have biological mother and father. You have what? Adopted mother and father. Is that true? Foster parents. Anyone who cares about their own child only is not a mother and father. Who is a true mother and father according to Lord Rama or Sita? The ones who treat others' praises and others' achievements, another child's achievements, just like they would do what? Their own. If it's one thing we take tonight, my dear brothers and sisters, was Sita really Hanumanji's mother? Raise your hand if you think Sita was really biological. No. She called Hanumanji what? Son, Tat. Someone who was very close to her. Not necessarily being born or not necessarily being of blood. But what? Because they shared what? A common bond. And what was that common bond? Can you tell me? Love for who? Ram. Anyone you come across, my dear brothers and sisters, who is younger than you, who is trying to excel in life, who is trying to get the best for himself and others, this person's achievements you should magnify more than your own. if you call yourself a devotee. The first rule to being a devotee is magnifying the successes of another, not necessarily your own. Can you do that? See, these things are very easy to say, yes, Acharya, yes. But how many of us will practice it? Yes, Ishana raised her hand. What is the good news that Hanumanji has given Sita? Why did Sita become so happy? And tomorrow we'll look at the verse, the Chanda, which tells of the happiness of Sita, the thrill that went through. Why did she become so ecstatic at Hanumanji's victory? Sabavidhi kosala kosala disa matu samar jityo dasasisa. Oh mother, I have some great news for you. Along with Sri Ram, your husband, along with Nal, along with Neel, along with Jamwan and the rest of them, what have we done? We have destroyed Ravan. That was the news that sent Sita Ma ecstatic. But do you think, let's pause for a second. Do you think Sita was just satisfied at the destruction of Ravan? As a matter of fact, does any mother really want to see another child demise like that? What was the victory that Sri Ram, Hanumanji in particular, and the rest of the bears and monkeys in the Ramayana, what was the true victory that they entertained? Matu samar jityo dasasisa. They have been victorious over their senses. You see, the word dasasis is another name for who? Who? Ravan. Say the word for me. Now say dasasisa. Dasasisa is another name for? Now look at the word dasasis. Das means what? 10 in Hindi, isn't that right? Ek, do, teen, and so on. What does sis mean? Sis means head. Who had 10 heads? Ravan. What did those 10 heads represent? The 5 Gyan Indriyas. Those of you who have pens, write it down. 5 Gyan Indriyas, or the 5 senses. And also the 5 Karma Indriyas, or the organs of action. What are the 5 senses? Recap. Sight, smell, hearing, touch. What are the 5 Karma Indriyas, or the organs of action? Hands, mouth, legs, organs of reproduction, and organs of excretion. How does one gain mastery over these things? You might ask. What is the benefit of gaining mastery over these things? Why was Sita Ma ecstatic when Hanumanji told her that he's gained victory over these, like we all should be doing in life? All of us know that we should control what we see. Isn't that true on TV? But how many of us actually do it? All of us know that we should control what we're hearing. When that phone ring and that gossip hot, you know it's hard to put on that phone, right? But how many of us actually say, you know what? I think I have something better to do with my life, and put down the phone? How many of us are satisfied with eating pizza whole day and getting high cholesterol and high blood pressure and eating the things that we should not be eating, knowing that God has expectations of us? How many of us are controlling that? This is what we have to do, my dear friends, if we're going to be a what? A devotee of God. My dear friends, God has put you here for a reason. He has put you here for a purpose, like we'll see Sunday morning. He has put you here because He wants you to perform in a certain way. We have to start doing the things, my dear friends, that will help us control ourselves. What happens as a result of control? Bhagavan Krishna writes in the Bhagavad Gita. in very simple terms, how we should be in order to be what Hanumanji has accomplished. Don't we all worship Hanumanji? These are the traits that if you can inculcate them, you are guaranteed to be the best you can be in life. What did Lord Krishna say? Chapter 16, verse 1. If you have pen and paper, write it down. This verse describes Hanumanji to a T. If we can practice one of these, we are guaranteed to be what? Wise. We are guaranteed to be full of strength, full of intelligence, and full of wisdom and knowledge to be the best we can be. Don't we all want to be the best we can be in life? How many of you want to be happy? Raise your hand. If you can follow at least one of these things and practice it well, you are guaranteed to be just that. Abhayam sattva samshuddhihi jnana yoga vyavastitah danam damascha yajnascha swadhyayastapa arjavam. Quickly we'll go through these and I'll bring my talk to an end for the night. But all I want you to do, my dear friends, is realize that it is this news that Hanumanji brought